The rain poured heavily along the dark highway of Samar. Thunder echoed across the mountains, while motorcycles and buses struggled through the slippery road. Tall trees danced violently in the storm, their branches bending like shadows trying to reach the passing travelers. Elias tightened his grip on the handlebars of his motorcycle. "Just a little farther," he whispered. He had been traveling for hours after visiting relatives in Leyte. The storm arrived unexpectedly, and visibility became worse every minute. Then, a bright light flashed across the road. Elias suddenly saw a woman standing in the middle of the rain. Her long silver-white dress moved gently despite the strong wind. Her hair shimmered strangely under the lightning. "Hey! Swerve!" His motorcycle slid violently across the wet highway. Everything went black. The mysterious woman. Elias slowly opened his eyes. His body ached terribly. He tried to move but groaned in pain. His arms were bandaged with soft glowing cloth, and the scent of flowers filled the air. "Don't move yet," a gentle voice said. A young woman sat beside him. She was unbelievably beautiful. Her skin seemed to glow under the candlelight, and her eyes carried a strange golden shimmer. She looked almost unreal. "You," Elias whispered weakly. "You were on the road." "You crashed because of the storm," she replied softly. "Where am I?" The woman hesitated. Then she smiled. "You are safe." Elias slowly looked around. The room was unlike anything he had ever seen. The walls were made of crystal-like wood glowing with soft blue light. Outside the window, floating lanterns drifted through the night sky like fireflies. He could hear laughter outside, music too. Beautiful, magical, impossible. He sat up quickly. "What place is this?" The woman stared at him quietly before answering. "Biringan." The moment he heard the name, his blood ran cold. Biringan, the legendary hidden city in Samar, a place from old stories, a city unseen by humans, a place said to belong to fairies, spirits, and beings not of this world. Elias immediately backed away. "No," he whispered. "No, no, no." "You should rest." "You're not human." The woman looked hurt.
"I won't harm you."
Elias grabbed the nearest object defensively. "My grandfather told me stories about Biringan. Humans who enter never return." The woman lowered her eyes sadly. Not all stories are true, but Elias wasn't listening anymore. He needed to escape. The hidden city. Over the next few days, Elias secretly searched for a way out, and during those days he saw the wonders of Biringan. The city was hidden deep within enchanted forests impossible for humans to enter. Towering golden trees glowed at night, rivers sparkled like liquid stars, strange creatures flew peacefully across the skies. The people looked human, but not entirely. Some had silver eyes, some moved unnaturally fast, others could command light with their hands, and everywhere Elias went, people stared at him. A human inside Biringan. The mysterious woman stayed by his side constantly. Her name was Lunaria. She healed his wounds using strange magic and guided him through the hidden city. At first, Elias feared her, but slowly that fear changed. Lunaria was kind, curious, gentle. She loved asking questions about the human world. "What does the ocean smell like in Samar?" Elias laughed softly. "Salty." "What are fiestas like?" "Loud, very loud." "What does freedom feel like?" That question surprised him. "You've never been free?" Lunaria looked towards the glowing city. "We are protected here, but we are also trapped." For the first time, Elias saw sadness behind her smile. Falling in love. As days passed, Elias and Lunaria grew closer. They walked through glowing forests together,
She showed him floating gardens hidden over waterfalls. He taught her human songs. She laughed whenever he sang badly. And slowly, Elias forgot his fear. One evening, beneath a sky filled with glowing stars, Lunaria finally confessed something. "I was the one on the highway that night," she admitted. "You caused my accident? I wanted to see the human world again. I wandered too far." Elias sighed grave. "You nearly killed me." "But I saved you." He laughed despite himself. "Yes, you did." Lunaria looked at him carefully. "I want to see Samar again." "You've been there before?" "A few times, secretly." Her eyes sparkled with excitement. "I want to experience your world properly. The markets, the beaches, the people." Elias became serious. "You don't understand humans. They fear things they don't understand." "I know," she said quietly, "but I still want to try." Then she reached for his hand. "Take me with you." Escape from Biringan. Leaving Biringan was forbidden. Humans were never meant to leave alive after discovering its secrets. But Lunaria knew hidden paths through the forest. One night, beneath heavy rain, they escaped together. They crossed glowing rivers, ancient trees, and invisible trails until finally the forest disappeared and the ordinary world returned. Samar. Lunaria stared at the town lights with wonder. "It's beautiful," she whispered. Elias smiled. "To us, this is normal. To me, it's magic." Life in Samar. For the first time, Lunaria experienced human life. She rode on Elias's motorcycle along coastal roads. She tasted street food at night markets. She danced during barangay fiestas. She laughed at karaoke singers. Everything amazed her, and Elias slowly fell deeply in love. For the first time in his life, he felt truly understood. But not everyone welcomed Lunaria. The neighbors whispered constantly, "Who is that woman? She looks unnatural. She's probably a witch. Be careful around her." Whenever Lunaria walked outside, people stared at her beauty with suspicion and jealousy. Some mocked her openly, others spread rumors, but Elias always defended her. "She's done nothing wrong," he argued angrily. "They don't understand," Lunaria said sadly. "They don't try to," Elias replied. Still, she stayed strong because she loved being beside him. The return of Biringan. One evening, strange lights appeared outside Elias's house. Lunaria froze. "They found me." Outside stood two elegant figures dressed in glowing robes, her parents, the rulers of Biringan. "You must return," her mother said firmly. "The human world is dangerous." "I belong here now," Lunaria argued. "No," her father replied. "You belong with your people." Elias stepped forward. She should choose for herself, but the Fairy King's eyes narrowed. "You cannot protect her from what is coming." Lunaria's mother gently touched her daughter's face. "You were never meant to stay." Tears filled Lunaria's eyes. She looked at Elias helplessly. "I'm sorry." And before he could stop her, they vanished into light. Gone. The search. Elias woke up alone the next morning. For a moment, he wondered if everything had only been a dream. But beside his bed rested one glowing silver flower. Proof. Lunaria was real. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Elias returned again and again to the highway where he crashed. He searched the forests endlessly. He asked old locals about Biringan. Some laughed at him. Some warned him to stop, but he never found the portal again. But still, sometimes during rainy nights, he thought he could hear Lunaria's voice carried by the wind. And somewhere deep within the hidden forests of Samar, perhaps someone was searching for him too. To be continued. Will Elias ever find Biringan again? Will Lunaria escape her kingdom and return to the human world? Or are humans and fairies never truly meant to be together? Stay tuned for the next part. Enjoyed the story? Please like, share, and subscribe to support the series and be notified when part 2 arrives.